This is the 56th Taiku in Talmud Bavli. It is in Moed Katan 14a. It is told through tradition that all the unanswered, unresolved questions in the Talmud will be answered in the time of the Messiah. And so this is my effort in putting all the questions together, and so that we can ask them maybe soon. Moed Katan 14a with the words Boy Rab Zera. Boy Rabbi Zera, Abdullah Beda, Eren Paregel, Kevin Danis, Mutar, Oidilma, Kevin Damochiach Minsano. Rabbi Zera asks, if one lost an item on the eve of a festival, and he was busy searching for it, and had no time to cut his hair or launder his clothes before the festival commenced, can one say that since he was a victim of circumstances beyond his control, which prevented him from taking care of these matters prior to the festival, he is permitted to cut his hair and launder his clothes on the intermediate days of the festival? Or perhaps, since it is not clearly evident to others that he failed to cut his hair or launder his clothes due to unavoidable circumstances, he is not permitted to perform these actions during the festival week. Abaye said to him, Kol hasrikin asurin, sriki baitos mutarin. Abaye said, in answer to this question, that there is a principle of the sages that applies here. They prohibited the baking of decorated Syrian cakes for Passover, lest people tarry in their preparation of these elaborate cakes, and the cakes become leavened. When Baitos ben Zunin wished to prepare the cakes in a way that would not lead to a violation of any prohibition, the sages nevertheless prohibited it. They explained that were they to permit him to do so, others would say all the decorated Syrian cakes are forbidden, but the Syrian cakes of Baitos are permitted. This teaches that the sages do not permit exceptions when the reason for leniency is not clearly evident. Like in the case of one who was busy looking for a lost item. ולטמא חדה מרבי יוסי מרבי יוחנן כל מי שאין לו אלא חלוק אחד מותר לחמסו בחולו של מועד. התמנמי אמרו כל הסריקין אסורים סריקי בייטוס מותרים. Rabbi Zera retorted, in accordance to your reasoning, that which Rabbi Asi said, that Rabbi Yochanan said, anyone who has only one shirt is permitted to launder it on the intermediate days of a festival. There too, one should apply the principle that others will say, all the decorated Syrian cakes are forbidden, but the Syrian cakes of Baitos are permitted. There too, it is not clearly evident that the reason for leniency is that one has only one shirt. The Gemara rejects this argument. Wasn't it already said about this that Mar, the son of Ashi, said, his belt is proof for him, as when he launders his only shirt, he will have to wear his outer garment tied with his belt, so that his body is not exposed, and everyone will understand that he has no other shirt to wear. Rav Ashi Masni, Boy Rabbi Zera, Uman Shab de la Aveda, Erev Haregel Mahu, Kevan de Uman Hu Muchiach, Mochamilsta, Oidinma, Kevan Mochachamilsa, Kihanach La, Taiku. Rav Ashi taught a different version of this passage as follows. Rabbi Zera asks, with regard to a craftsman who lost an item on the eve of a festival and was busy searching for it, what is the halacha? Is it permitted for him to launder his clothes and cut his hair on the intermediate days of the festival because he had been unable to do so before the festival? The Gemara explains the two sides of the question. Can one say that since he is a craftsman, it is clearly evident why he did not launder his clothes and cut his hair before the festival, as many people would have come to his place of work and seen that he was busy looking for his lost article, or perhaps, since the special circumstances are not as clearly evident as in those cases in the Mishnah, it is not permitted for him to cut his hair or launder his clothes during the intermediate days of the festival. The dilemma shall stand unresolved. Taiku.